Sketch podcasting code is being downloaded into your podcast right now. If you want to learn more, go to a different podcast called Left-Handed Radio.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for listening. We're here at the Wash It Right Laundromat in Williamsburg, New York, and I'm here with a former contributor to the late great Seriously TV. You made some real great web content, real funny things. You've been seen on HBO and MTV.
Briefly.
Please,
MTV. Oh, MTV.com.
it counts.
It
counts.
Yeah, I guess.
I count it. It counts for me on my bio and my parentheticals. Please welcome America's sweetheart, Patti Harrison.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Onto the podcast for laundry.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the point at first because I didn't. I thought when you said that you have a podcast about laundry, I can't imagine what this is about.
But we're here and we're doing it. We're here at the Wash It Right on South First. And is this your local laundromat?
No, actually, I live about like a 17-minute walk away. I live in Greenpoint.
Oh.
So, yeah, I actually have a laundromat right like a 2-second walk from my apartment, which is really cool.
That's which one?
It's called Susan Laundromat.
Susan Laundromat. What are the cross streets?
I don't want to tell that information.
That is
just because
fair.
It's very close to my apartment.
That is actually very fair, and it was a rude question of me. I'm just a big... I've been to a lot of the laundromats. Sometimes I'll take my load out in the bed and, just kind of explore the different laundromats. And I know that Greenpoint, obviously everybody associates Sunshine because that is the fun, trendy laundromat. But there are a lot of really great, just by the book standard laundromats.
Is that is that a big laundromat? I'm not familiar. Sunshine
Laundromat. We've actually recorded there before. The front is a bit of like an arcade, has like pinball games and stuff like that, and in the back there's actually a little bit of a bar area. It's kind of a speakeasy almost.
Oh, okay. So it's a laundromat in the front, and then there's a bunch of pinballs in the back, pinball machines in a bar. Yeah, I went there recently. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So you hang out at laundromats too?
That was like a one. No.
I guess that is a good appetizer or a good primer for people that don't casually hang out in laundromats to kind of showcase why they're fun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At my old apartment, I used to live in Bushwick, and we had a laundromat that had a big TV.
Which one?
I don't.
Clean City?
Maybe it's like right off the Myrtle Broadway JMZ.
Oh, okay. That's Wash and Fold. It's kind of a general name, but
that sounds familiar.
It is called Wash and Fold though, off Myrtle Broadway.
Yeah, I believe you.
Mm-hmm. That's about. I live in Bushwick, and that's about a 30-minute walk from my place. But sometimes I make it just for a change of scenery.
It's a 30-minute walk. Do you carry your laundry the whole way? I assume you have a cart.
No, I don't have a cart actually.
Do you bundle it in like a sheet?
Actually have a. Well, I used to have a laundry bag, and now I just have the laundry basket. It's sort of like a heavy kind of plastic thing, and I just carry it with me, which is great because it's sturdy.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I see that.
So I just need to do a little housekeeping. I want to, as you saw, I put a bottle of Tide detergent on the table here in the back room. Mm-hmm. At any point during the conversation, and if you could verbally say that you're doing it, you could literally put your hand on this bottle of Tide, turn the label so it's facing away from you, and you could actually turn the tide of the conversation.
So if I would do that if I didn't like what we were talking about.
Yeah.
If I wish you would have introduced that from the top. I would have turned the tide.
Oh, okay. Okay. Real funny. This is kind of like Marin. We kind of dig deep a little bit, and I never want to make my guests feel uncomfortable, so I kind of give them one out. You know what I mean?
I can only do it once.
You can only do it once.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Again.
You need
if I would have known that, huh?
Do you need any gumballs or?
No, I'm okay. I have fillings and a lot of fillings in my teeth, so I don't chew gum a lot.
Okay. Well, there's gumballs.
Not that
here.
I haven't.
There's gumballs here. The option's there.
Where?
At the front, right by the front door.
Oh, that's nice. I guess this is kind of like. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a hip area.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here a lot? Do you see a lot of cool people come in?
This is actually my first time in this laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know Bedford Avenue is kind of, the classic sort of hipster street, or at least was like maybe 5-10 years ago. And I bet there's been some really interesting people that have crossed through these doors.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure a ton of like models and actors and writers.
Musicians, people that are internet famous. Bet Harmar Superstar has been in here, I would say.
Who is that?
The musician Harmar Superstar.
Harmar Superstar.
I bet Kip Malone of TV on the Radio has been in here.
I know the band TV on the Radio. I don't know their name.
I bet Tavi Gevinson has been in here.
I'm sure. I mean, I know who she is.
I bet Paul Banks from Interpol has been in here.
Sure.
Bet the Cobra Snake, a former like blog photographer, has been in here.
Photographer of what?
Just parties and stuff.
Okay.
Would go to like Miss Shapes parties and different things. About 10 years ago, kind of real big in the sort of burgeoning Williamsburg scene.
Burgeoning.
But Matt and Kim have been in here. The two-piece kind of pop punk duo.
Oh, they did that music video where they got like naked in Times Square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know them.
I bet.
Cool.
The titular Brooklyn vegan has been in here.
The Brooklyn, there's someone. It's just someone who goes by the Brooklyn vegan.
Well, it's just
the
a
person
guy.
Who starts it.
It's just a guy.
I thought it was a whole website.
I mean, it's a whole website, but it started from a single Brooklyn vegan.
Okay.
But the fat Jewish has been in here.
I don't.
If we're talking about pseudonyms.
I don't want to use my Tide turn yet, but I do not want to talk about this anymore.
I'm just saying we're on Bedford Avenue. This is
There's a lot of cool restaurants too.
A lot of cool restaurants. It's a different place than it was maybe 5 or 10 or 15 years ago. Certainly 15 years ago. But I think it's fun to think about that this laundromat has seen so many changes. I mean, this neighborhood in particular. That there's a big contingent of Hispanic people, and there's you go a few blocks and there's a Hasidic community. So it's a real sort of, a collection of a lot of different worlds that are circling. But I think the thing that is great about both this laundromat and laundromats in general and this podcast, if I'm going to be honest, is that it is universal and that everyone can find something that they like about it.
I would love to know the demographic of who's listening to this.
Our producers at Forever Dog, they don't actually provide that information to me.
Okay.
I do ask for it, but I have not gotten it yet.
But who do you think that person is? What does the person that is excited by a podcast about laundry look like?
I think, well, certainly they might have blonde hair and a skinny build and a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, because I have that, and I'm really excited about laundry. Are you? What's your relationship?
You identify as skinny?
What? My arms are skinny. I got a little bit of belly now.
I would say you're normal, and I'm saying that in a nice way.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm being nice.
Thank you. You're great.
I mean, I can't tell you how you identify.
You're beautiful, and you're fit, and I'm just normal. That's fine.
I'm actually not fit. That's the thing, is that I just know how to dress for my shape.
So so it's more of a clothing problem for me.
Yeah, I think if you knew how to dress for yourself, people could see you as skinny. I think I've heard people, and not in a mean way, but I've heard the word big used at you. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Big is in like lanky.
It doesn't mean anything.
Lanky, like I'm like big and like scrawny and like long, like a Jack Skellington type.
Well, I mean, I just think you were thinner. There was a time when I think you were conventionally skinny, which isn't important. It's not important to be anything. It's not important to be skinny or fatter.
Yes.
But I definitely have heard people talking about you being bigger than you were. And I don't know, you've stayed the same size since I met you, which, I'm pretty new to New York.
This is true.
So,
yeah.
But and people who know you, have known you for a long time, like people that I would think are your good friends, I've heard them talking about it.
I do have.
I'm saying this. I'm hearing myself talk, and it sounds mean, but it's decontextualized.
I actually do have a lot of weight fluctuations, and I think it's emotional, and I think a lot of it is tied to stress eating.
Yeah.
And stress purging, and I think we're getting off topic.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel you, because with, again, like a lot of people think I'm fit, and a lot of people are clocking me at like, guessing that I weigh around 100 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah. When in reality, I weigh 110 pounds. And I think it's because I'm 6'2" that people see me as thinner than I am, or like that I'm fit. When I'm, this is just my natural build. I don't work out. And so
I actually do. I mean, I don't.
It's a perception of what thin or like fit is. I'm not fit.
I wouldn't say I don't traditionally work out, but I do kind of lug, big loads of laundry all across the city, at least every weekend, if not, weeknights and stuff when I can work it in.
That's why I asked, because I honestly assumed you would have taken a car every time.
No, I carry it around. Are you familiar with Limp Bizkit?
The band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the album Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water?
Yeah. It's got the album art is like the hopscotch on the edge of the cliff, right?
That's a corn.
Oh. Wait, then what was the cover of?
It's sort of these like either aliens or like zombie babies. And
they have white eyes. They have
white eyes.
Pupils or corneas.
And I was in a record store with a friend, an acquaintance, and they actually pointed at the CD cover, and then they pointed at my midsection, and they said, "It's you."
Because it has like a little pot belly.
It was like a weird little pot belly, and then like really long, lanky arms and legs.
Yeah.
And I think
not in a, but like, because obviously it's like it's a cartoon drawing. So I
think the point I'm trying to get at is with the right amount of knowledge about laundry, you can prevent your clothes from shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
And not be stuck with clothes that are too small for you.
Wait, how was that the point that you were making in anything that you just said?
I'm just saying people's bodies fluctuate, so it's important to have a control in the situation, being that your clothes aren't going to shrink in the dryer. What's your relationship with laundry?
What's my relationship with laundry? Well, I normally drop off my laundry at the place by my house because, like I said...
Why do you do that?
Okay, well...
You're missing. I mean, you're just missing out on a real fun experience. And I think I keep encountering this during these shows that people actually... Like, the whole point of the show is that it's time so that you can listen to it while you're doing a load of laundry. We literally have a timer, and we've done the math to kind of find the right amount of time so that when you're listening to it, you could actually stop your load and, throw it in the dryer and stuff like that. But more and more people are just saying, oh, like, I don't sit and like watch my laundry, or I drop it off, or I use fucking fly cleaners, or I have a house and it's, I don't know. It's just poking holes in this airtight thing that I thought I created for the show. But continue telling me about your laundry experience.
Okay. I drop off my laundry.
Am I being weird? Am I being weird?
This is honestly kind of like, I don't know, a little bit. I don't know which.
How about this?
I feel
Let's
like
just start over.
I've offended you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. Let's just start over, like we're just starting over the show. And I think when they edit this, they'll just
turn the tide. Do you need to do that?
They'll just they'll know to just chop out all this stuff. This is for the editor that's listening to this later. This is all garbage, and we're gonna start again in 5, 4, 3.
Don't you edit this?
No, I actually have somebody else. I have somebody else that edits it.
Someone's gonna have to listen to that. What would you
well, no. They'll know to don't even listen to that. We'll send it in the email, a timestamp that whatever this time is.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. There was a kid sitting on a dryer and they just fell off. And I think they're okay. Oh, they're crying. Okay, their moms. I just get worried about kids. So
I'll just close this door. So we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey everybody, this is the podcast for laundry, and I'm sitting here with a contributor to Seriously TV, which is still active, but they're no longer a contributor. You've also seen them on HBO and MTV.com. Please welcome America's sweetheart, Patti Harrison.
Hi, thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm great. I had a really fun day. The weather was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had a smoothie today and I got to, catch up on some emails and stuff. It was a good day. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. This is my first time here in the Wash It Right laundromat here on a Bedford Avenue in Williamsburg.
Yeah, it's a really hoppin' neighborhood. There's a lot of cool restaurants.
And I think the fun thing about this neighborhood is that, Bedford Avenue, Williamsburg has evolved in the past 5, 10, 15 years. So many different ways. There's like the whole hipster sort of thing, but then there's also, like a Hispanic population that's like, after Metropolitan, it's like a lot of families and stuff. And then you go even further, a few blocks down, there's a like large Hasidic community. And I just think like this laundromat is kind of serving all these different types of people. And I was thinking about all the different kind of characters that you probably have seen that have probably like, people that are associated with Williamsburg, like Harmar Superstar, or he's a musician, or like a Kip Malone, who's a member of
TV on the radio.
Yeah. Or maybe like a Paul Banks from Interpol or something. And I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna use this Tide.
So as you noticed, there's a bottle of Tide on the table, and at any point during the conversation, starting now, you could actually turn the actual bottle so that the label is facing away from you, and you could literally turn the tide of the conversation.
That sounds. I wish you would have told me sooner, because I would have used it earlier.
You did.
I feel like if we were gonna cut out stuff, we should cut out. We should just start fresh, because a lot of the stuff that we were talking about before wasn't even good.
We did start fresh.
This is so. I'm sorry. Do
you want to start over again?
No. Let's. You can.
Five,
you can have your editor.
4, 3,
You don't have
2, 1. Hey everybody! Welcome to the podcast for laundry. I'm your host Brett Davis, and I'm here.
You screamed in my ear.
I'm sorry. 5, 4,
I'm gonna take
3,
my headphones off.
2, 1. Hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host Brett Davis, and I'm sitting here with someone that was fired from Seriously TV and was in web content.
You can't say that I was fired, because I was laid off, and saying I was fired is not factual information, and I could lose my severance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast for laundry. I'm your host Brett Davis. Our guest, their only credit is appearing on Snapchat for MTV. Please welcome America's sweetheart, Patti Harrison.
My only credit?
Well, you've done other stuff, but I didn't want to bring it up, you know?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
There's
it was MTV.com. It was a series that explored, queer and trans, gender nonconforming people in New York City. So it was really cool to do.
That sounds really.
But I'm also a comedian, and I do other stuff.
It's funny you brought up the queer and trans thing, because there is a connection to be made between that and the world of laundry. And I just wanted to ask you about that.
Oh, ask me what?
The
What are you asking me?
The connection between those two worlds,
do trans and queer people do laundry?
Well, no, that's the beauty of it, is that everyone does laundry. We're here at the
there's no beauty in that.
We're here
That's
at the Wash It Right
laundromat
on South First and Bedford, and this neighborhood has seen so many changes. There's the hip Williamsburg, sort of like the classic hipster that's kind of shifting further into Brooklyn. But then there's also the Hispanic population. There's still a lot of families that this was their neighborhood for so long. And then go a few blocks further, there's the Hasidic community, and then there's also the queer and trans community. And everyone is using the laundromat because everybody needs their clean clothes. Everybody needs their clothes cleaned. And I think that's part of the beauty of laundromats and the beauty.
I'm turning the Tide detergent.
And just to let you know, we've got this bottle of Tide here. I'm just going to spin it back.
Let me move it. Get your hand off.
If this is your first,
okay. If you're not okay, I'll let go. But that's what is that there
for?
For?
Show. What we do is we put down a bottle of.
Okay, sorry. Go.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Forever Dog listeners, it's Jonathan Braylock,
Draw Milligan,
and James III
from Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood. This year, we have seen what staying silent can do. And right now, you have an unprecedented opportunity to speak up, cast your vote, and be heard.
It's never too early to register to vote, but it might be too late before you know it.
We want to help make it easy for you to register and have a plan for November 3rd or before if early voting is an option in your state, so that your country can finally reflect your values.
Yes, go to foreverdogpodcast.com/vote to register. Check on your registration often. You should do it like every day to make sure and learn how to fill out your ballot.
I don't know about every day, but listen.
Every day.
All right, still register.
Good. Am I good? All right.
Gotta make sure people care.
All right, each state is different, so make sure you're following local rules and regulations. And remember, your voice, your vote. That's foreverdogpodcast.com/vote.
Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Yeah, but y'all better vote.
All right, go vote.
I have only one question for you. Are you going to listen to Left-Handed Radio? If yes, listen to Left-Handed Radio. If not,
why not?
Hey everyone, we're Mike,
Scott, and Jason from Podcast The Ride. On our podcast, we discuss the world of theme parks and themed entertainment,
animatronic bears,
Fake rock work.
the logistics of theme park parking garages.
So please check out and subscribe to Podcast The Ride only on the Forever Dog Podcast Network.
new episodes every Friday.
This is not fun. I'm not having fun. It smells weird in here. I saw a kid fall. I can hear it. I saw a child fall off a dryer, and then you shut the door, and it smells musty in here. What is this?
This is the back room. Of course it's going to smell musty because there's a weird temperature because laundromats need to keep a certain temperature. We've got a lot of the exhaust from the dryers coming into this room. So, but, to record a podcast in a laundromat, we can't be doing it out in the main area because there'd be a sound issue.
I mean, that makes
sense. I've got these XLRs here that are going to be picking up everything, so might as well close the door, regardless of if kids are falling or not. 'Cause it's not my fault the kids are falling. I'm not in charge of these kids. This is my first time at this laundromat and so we got to have the audio good. So we're in the back room, and it's not going to be great, but we're here, and I paid money that we can use this space. Close to where I thought you lived.
Okay, so if
you're like so cool and stuff, I figured you lived off Bedford Avenue and stuff.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
You think I'm cool?
Yeah.
Why?
But you're like on MTV.com, and you're like fit and stuff.
I told you I'm not fit. It's just that I'm 6'2" and 110 pounds, and I look stretched out. That's just my build.
I look stretched out too in certain parts of my body. Chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice that you think I'm cool. I'm not cool.
I know. Totally not being cool right now.
You can edit some of this stuff out, right?
I think we should just start over. 5, 4.
Before we do,
mm-hmm.
I know because you keep repeating the same stuff.
Yeah.
I actually am not a fan of, and I know this sounds backwards,
mm-hmm.
but I hate queer people, and I hate trans people.
What?
I know it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it makes a lot of sense. When, as a trans woman, I have to hear about trans people all the time. And it's frustrating because sometimes I just want to wait in line at Sweet Green like everybody else. But then someone comes up and they say, wow, I saw that video you did, in response to Mark Lilla and about identity politics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so amazing that you're standing up for the trans community. And I say thank you, but what I want to say is I wish there was no community. I wish there was no way for them to find each other. I'm going to be cis. I think I can be cis.
You're just going to abandon everybody? Or
no, I think I can. This sounds crazy. I know that sounds insane.
You're just going to reinvent yourself as cis.
Well, once you get so much surgery, you're not trans anymore. That's all I have to do. Is I have to just that's how my understanding of how it works. The thing is like a lot of people ask me like for like advice or information on how the trans community works, and I don't even know how it works.
I mean,
because I don't know. I don't like to read about it. It's so boring. I just want to like
do drugs and stuff. Yeah.
Huh? Yes. No, not drugs and stuff, but
You're cool though. You're like going to parties and stuff.
yeah.
I don't get invited to parties.
Well, I don't know. There's a different reason for that. It's like a whole
What?
no. Well, that you're musty. You have like
It's the room. Is this the? I'm not musty. I actually smell very clean because I spend so much time in, very sanitized areas.
okay.
So if anything, I smell like a janitor.
A janitor.
Mhm.
That is why you have like a smell that it's like, okay, I can only describe it. And again, I'm being nice. I'm saying this because I care about you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like cheesy in and of itself. But I am telling you this, as a friend, you smell like someone whose laundry room is also where the litter box is.
I don't have a laundry room, and I don't have a cat, and my apartment doesn't allow cats. I would love to have a little friend.
Listen. Okay, so when I was in high school,
Mhm.
I was on the same bus route as this family of siblings, and their last name were Carsons, the Carsons, and it was like 3 brothers and 2 sisters,
Mhm.
and everyone on the bus called them the Cat Piss Carsons because they smelled like cat pee and they were really musty.
Mhm.
And I went to one of their birthday parties, and I saw when you walk in their house, you walk into the like this little area where their washer and dryer are, and that's where the litter boxes for their 2 cats were.
So they would walk through a wall of
Well, they would
cat piss
just
smell.
they would leave their laundry. They would like do their laundry.
Oh.
They would take it, and they would just like leave the clean laundry in a basket beside the litter box in this room.
Mhm.
And this is true. This
Mhm.
is like 100%. What I'm telling you right now. I'm not doing a bit. This is true. And they all smelled like cat pee, and they got made fun of for it. And I don't think that's okay, unless they were like, I don't know, trans or queer. That was a joke. I'm just annoyed at the community because I don't like to be a part of it, and I'm gonna be cis soon.
I mean,
I can tell you that.
You're
This is
no.
start over.
I'm honestly flattered that you told me that, because a lot of people don't trust me with their secrets. However, I was kind of hoping that the conversation would naturally come to this point where I could draw some sort of parallels between identity politics and doing laundry, because that's something we haven't touched upon in the episodes, in the 8 episodes that we've done so far. Is we haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I don't want to talk if we're going to talk about identity politics, what we should talk about.
I'll say there might be a few weeks before this comes out.
Okay.
So I would speak as if it's like 5 weeks from now. So if you're cis by then, I would just kind of do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I will speak as.
And Patty, can I just say I'm very appreciative of your candor during this sort of thing, and I appreciate that you're committing to trying to make this the best show possible. And a lot of people come on here and they are just pulling apart the aspects of the show.
I mean, I felt like I talked to you about it. It's just a weird premise for a show.
But it's universal.
I mean, having having skin or hair is also. But would you do a podcast that was just about like the the experience of having skin, the shared experience?
I think
like
it's
just
of
not
doing
interesting
laundry
to listen
is
to.
that you have skin and
It's
hair.
not okay. Well, at some point, regardless of what we're gonna talk about, we need when we restart.
Yes.
I would like you to plug my foray into country music.
You're doing country now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What? Will you do a song?
Hmm?
Will you do a song?
I mean, I don't have instruments or anything with me, but I can give you like a riff.
Do you do like standards and stuff?
Standards?
You know, just like classic country songs.
No. I've never listened to country music before. I just know I want to make it. I mean, I've heard I've heard 2 songs.
5, 4,
Okay,
3,
remember to plug it.
2. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast for Laundry. I'm your host, Brett Davis. Our next guest, you know them from Seriously TV, her appearance on MTV.com in the, we're not even going to talk about that because we have the newest country superstar. Please welcome Patti Harrison. Is that your country superstar name?
That's so nice. I wouldn't call myself a superstar, though. That's crazy.
Oh, well, I see it coming. And
that's really nice. Thank you.
First, I want to say at any point you could turn the tide in the conversation by actually taking this bottle of Tide and turning the label towards me. It's a very literal thing.
That's so nice. That's fun. That's fun.
And we are here in Dallas, Texas, at the Big Star Laundromat, right?
You're right. We're in Dallas.
And I would love if you did a song for us, "Friends in Low Places."
I can't. I told.
Oh,
I don't
come
have
on,
I don't
come on.
have any instruments. Okay.
I'm just gonna play it off my phone if that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Thanks. Yeah.
It's took his glass of champagne,
Okay.
and I took you, and I said it
Keep going.
too, but you never hear me complain.
Cause I got friends in low places.
This in this beer
Where the wheat drowns and the beer chases.
I'll be
my blues away, and I'll be okay, and I'll be okay, and I'll tell you now, I'm not the big on social graces. Like I slip down to the oasis, I've got friends in low places. Now this.
Pat, thanks so much. That was real wonderful.
That's not one of my songs.
Where can we download this? The Apple Music,
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Well, someday it'll be on Apple Music.
I mean, God, if God allows.
And I've read you're cis now.
I am, and I've been, and I just have to say, once and for all, that I have been for some reason graciously accepted into the trans community.
Mm-hmm. I think it was because you were such an ally in that MTV Snapchat.
Well, see, I fake it. That's the thing, and it's not something I'm proud of that I did. But especially now, it's very trendy to be trans. So I did it. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but it got me booked. It gets you booked on stuff, and sometimes you just gotta pretend. And so, I mean, it's all acting.
For a country singer to actually identify, however briefly, as a trans person, I think that's very brave and a courageous thing to do.
Thank you. And it's really difficult because when people find out you're not, there's this firestorm, because I've also pretended to be Latina. I pretend to be black. I pretend to be black multiple times.
Can I hear some of the black?
Can
I hear some of the black?
Some of the black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something that I would say a lot when I was pretending to be black was, hey, please check out my SoundCloud.
And what's your SoundCloud? What's your SoundCloud?
It's www.soundcloud.com/Kirsten Dunst.
Okay. And I just have one final question for you.
Okay.
What's your turge? Hold for a bumper. What's your turge?
What's my turge?
Mm-hmm. The twang. Turge.
Detergent.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What's the bear? What's that little bear?
There's a couple bears.
Just edit this out. What is the detergent with the bear?
Snuggle.
Can you ask again?
What's your turge?
I gotta say, it's that Snuggle detergent. I think that bear's so cute. He's so funny, and it actually things come out. It smells so good. It's so soft. It's really easy on some of my more delicate jeans. And you shouldn't wash your jeans that often. That's something I've learned, through experience. And I won't say all those experiences are good. I've been through a lot of jeans.
Well, you put them in the freezer. That's the way to clean them. Where can people see you perform next?
When is this coming out?
That's coming out in 5 weeks.
I am playing. I'm playing over 3.5 hours of original material at Much More's. And that's in Brooklyn. It's an amazing venue. I'll be playing there.
The thing about Brooklyn, it's really great, is that it's kind of just this it's this fertile area for change. And I think Much More is kind of one of the last vestiges of a sort of an artistic community that's kind of fading away. And the fun thing about Much More is that it's like right at this apex. There's all these different types of communities. It's bordering on Greenpoint, which is the traditionally Polish community, and it's bordering on Bushwick, which has a larger African American population, and then of course it's a part of Williamsburg, which has the Hispanic population and the Hasidic.
Okay, I know it's pretty late in the game, but I'm going to turn that tide. I'm turning the tide.
Well, you're turning it right to the end of the show. Thank you so much, Patty, for being a part of it.
Thank you so much, Brett. And I just have to say that just so everyone has the deets, again, it's at Much More's. It's July 4th.
Mm-hmm. This comes out after July 4th. Comes out 5 weeks. So.
Oh, I guess people won't see my show. Okay, well, hopefully if people listen to this, then they'll, have seen my show. If you want to come, it's July 4th. Doors open at 11 a.m. Show starts at 8:30 p.m. And that is over 3.5 hours of original songs that I've written. And
hey, if you're at Much More's, check out the back room. There's a washer dryer in there. Thanks so much, Patty.
Thank you so much, Bert.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm. For more podcasts, please visit foreverdogproductions.com.
Can you afford to not know what left-handed radio is? You probably answered no, right? That's where you landed?